Hello, toy friends. Welcome back. I'm Will. This is the 118. Um, it's a show where we talk about our love for 118 scale toys, accessories, dioramas, all that crap. Um, but it's not to say that we don't like other scales, because I do actually enjoy some of the other scales. 118 just happens to be my favorite. So no hate here. We're just love our 118 scale stuff. Now, normally I'd be introducing my co host, Jim Largo, at the moment, but he has been very ill this week. So just hoping he is getting the rest and relaxation he needs and healing up well, and that he'll be back with us shortly. So if you do talk to Jim, like I said, he's pretty sick. He's not really feeling well. So not much in the news this week for 118 scale. There is some stuff. We'll be going over some things that we may have talked about before, but there are some new entries or new reveals to talk about. So we'll be getting into them shortly. But first, let's say hi to all you guys in chat. And I know that Scott was here first because he told me. And Bjorn, schmodulok to you, sir. And good evening to you, Mr. Ian Sweeney. How are you? And BETARAYBOB, always good to see you. How's it going, buddy? James at RatFace44 Reviews. Yo, yo. And I think that is that everyone? Oh, we've got Outer Multiverse. How you doing, buddy? And Boba Hicks with a Prince Wilhelm the 118th. How's it going, Boba Hicks? Oh, man. Love the RoboCop talk over on the Boba Joe show. If you guys have not caught that, RoboCop's one of my favorite movies, and these guys did a fantastic job. And a warm welcome to Miss Mary Atwell, Radical Mom. Hi, Radical Mom. How are you? It's so nice to see you here. And with that, we'll get into the news. Should it be Kaiser Wilhelm the 118th? Oh, man, that's hilarious. So here we go, guys. What do we got going on with the 118 this week? So we've got Skeletron Roboskull Mark II pre-order store, some O-ring updates, a little bit about the Aquaman movie toys, Lundard toys now available on Amazon, Hasbro PulseCon 118 scale TVC reveals. I think those were the only 118 scale reveals for all of PulseCon. Some 118 community contributions, and then our feature 118 scale playsets available in stores now. So the first thing I want to talk about is this awesome episode of It's Chad where he was doing toy talk with Mark and Corey from Skeletron. They were talking about the Roboskull Mark II, and all this time I had thought that I missed the boat when it came to this. I thought that it was if you didn't back it on the Kickstarter, you didn't get one. So even when I was at Joe Fest, not that I was like mad at it because I didn't get it, but like, I was looking at it and I was like, yeah, I don't need that anyway because I missed out on the Kickstarter. So during the show, I asked, if this thing was still available, and I found out, yeah, they have a pre-order store. You could go pre-order it. There was just an exclusive version that was exclusive to the Kickstarter only. So I thought it might be a nice thing to just take a look through their pre-order store and see what they have to offer. And hopefully you're interested too. If you want to see that awesome toy talk with Mark and Corey, go over to It's Chad's channel and check it out. There is a link in the description, of course. And if you're interested in the original Roboskull and kind of the history of this toy, Analog Toys did that's where I found out just about everything I know about Action Force was from the Analog Toys channel. But he did a really great video there, and there's a link to that in the description below. So just a little bit about the Roboskull. This is probably like a grail item for me. I think when I was with Stu talking toys over on his channel, he asked me if there was a grail, and I had to say it was probably this toy. This is a toy that I didn't know existed until probably like 2017 or 2018, and I just think it's just so wild, so out there, so crazy, and just super cool. And if I could get one, I would. Like this example here you see here is hey, figuratively speaking, how are you? Rolando, how's it going, buddy? And a world made of cardboard. Yep, that was a great. It was a great live stream. So like something like this would probably cost you like over $1,000, I think, on the secondary market. So it's one of those grails that's like really just unattainable. I'd have to get really lucky for this to come through for me. So finding out that the Mark II is still available, and with these updates and everything, I think these guys did just a tremendous job um, paying homage to the original, and then making it for the modern age. There's some real thought that went into this. So you can pick up the Roboskull Mark II with Blood Wolf figure and all of these accessories you see here, and it's 238, which seems like it's a pretty steep price, but I mean, it's actually you get a lot for your money. It comes with this really awesome I forget what they said this was. Oh, geez. I watched it on the thing. But anyway, it's got a little like prisoner transport, but I think you can put your little robo drones in there. Um, hey, Josiah, how are you? And Weird Fantastic Toys. Bill, how you doing, buddy? So, yeah, really cool stuff. Take a look here. And if you're interested, I mean, they really did upgrade this thing and made it pretty wicked. If you look here, you could pull the seats out and swap them, so it's compatible with 6-inch figures as well as 4-inch figures. And when you put the 4-inch figure seats in there, in that configuration, you can fit a pilot and a gunner. And then in the 6-inch version, you could just fit a pilot in there. So that's really cool. And we'll see later, they made figures for all of these. And you could go over to Skeletron.com and you could just pre order it. I think it comes out in November. So yeah, pretty cool. Thanoscopter, how's it going, buddy? And yeah, so I mean, like I said, I can't do this justice. Go watch the Chad talk with the creators. It's a marvelous toy. They got this really nice flight stand for it. You could pick that up. You even got Robo Knight heavy metal armor that you could snap onto it, and that's only $15. That's pretty sweet. Here's the cop. This is a look at the Blood Wolf character that comes with it. Here's a digital render, and then here's one with the card art. He looks pretty badass. And then you've got this wide variety of figures that you could also order in addition. So you've got the Marauder, Wolf Trooper, the Marauder Skeletron figure, the 4-inch Gyre Wolf, which is pretty cool. The Marauder Jungle Wolf Trooper, and also a 3.75 O-ring made by Grindstone Toys, Skeletron Wolf Trooper combo. That's really cool. That is the same company that is doing Call Sign Longbow. So yeah, very nice. Yeah, it just looks great. And if that wasn't enough, they also have a Total Roboskull Deluxe hardcover book and 7-inch vinyl with 2 original songs, I think, from Word Burglar that you can pick up there on the on the website as well. So that's pretty cool. Then you've got the Assassin Skeletron 3-pack, which I mean, these are just great for anything. And then a Skeletron finger skateboard. So merchandising, as Chad would say. That was it for the Skeletron. What do you guys think? Anyone backing this, or did you guys back this? Or are you going to pick it up on the pre-order store? Is it too expensive? I think it's just freaking amazing. And yes, it is expensive, but I'm making plans to try and make it happen. I'm gonna sip on my bat tea while we take a look here. Yep, they look cool. We got some Marauders figures. Yep, and yeah, Bjorn. Yeah, those are Marauders figures. You're not getting it. Okay, yeah. I mean, hey, it's not for everyone. You know, it's a giant floating flying skull. Yeah, and you thought pre-orders were closed as well. So did I. That's kind of why. No, 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 no. Patty. Yeah. Yep. And it is a good alternative to that vintage version. You know, listen, it is expensive, you know, because I'd want all the figures with that. And just so you know, there's also like 6-inch figures as well. I'd probably not be getting those, but they did produce a whole line of 6-inch figures for them as well. You know, let me go ahead and bring that back up. I think I put them in here. Did I? No, these are all the 4-inch. Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, if you get all the figures with it too, you're spending like another $125. But you know, and it's like all this stuff is coming out at the same time. It seems like this fall through winter, all these really great toy lines are coming out with stuff. So it's kind of tough. So I'm gonna have to sell some stuff off or do something to justify getting this. But I am 100% focused on making this happen, if I can, because I'm sure, you know, yeah, just in time for Santa. Yeah, I wish. So yeah, and I know I've talked about this a million times, and guess what? You can't stop me. I'm gonna talk about it just about every week. Delta 17, you know, War in the Shadows. There's that new video on Toy Connections about the Delta 17 heroes. There's also the one about the villains. We've got a link in the description. There's also the Toy Habits article breaking down all the awesome stuff about Delta 17. And they've updated their website now, and they have a little preview here of the comic that's coming out. So it's going to be called Some Heads Are Going to Roll, or maybe that's just a little blurb or tagline. Not out yet, but it's going to be it's going to come out soon. So just check their website. There is a link in the description, and you know, as they update that and the pre-order thing, and I think just last night they posted a nice picture from the factory where they had all the painted heads in this huge bin. It looked really great. So go check them out on you know on their social media. There's links in the description, and check that out. It was really cool. And you know, these are just some of the things. You discovered Santa's broke, at least at my house. Yeah, it's going to be hard to compete with Delta 17 for tour dollars. Yeah, and villains rule, heroes drool. Scott, I gotta say, yeah, they do look great. They really do. And as much as I love the villains in the line, you know, I just always side with the heroes. That's just me. They are great. So yeah. Speaking of O-ring lines, this one kind of snuck under the radar, so maybe you guys didn't see this, but Scorched Earth doing Strike Force Alpha. Strike Force Alpha is coming out, and they are up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store right now. You could go pre-order these. These are pretty cool too. And over on their social media, I noticed this week they posted these nice examples of the card backs. And as you can see, they have that plastic clamshell that goes over the card, so it's like collector-friendly packaging. So you could take them out and recard them if you wanted to. That's pretty cool. They've got some pictures of all their carded samples here. I think these look like a pretty cool set of figures. Here's the cross cell on the back. We've got some other characters here from Strike Force Alpha and Josiah. Yeah, these are all. They have digital renders up on the Big Bad Toy Store. Uh, site, so you don't see the actual packaging yet. So these were just, I guess, they got them in, and someone at their office, they just posted these up on their Facebook. So really cool, and I got excited about it. So I thought it'd be fun to show you guys. We could go back and take a closer look, or if you see something and you're curious about a character, we could kind of zoom in there. Now this was that whole. This is the Lost. What is it? The Lost Squadron, I think. You got the Bullet Man homage. You've got these were by what is his name? Geez, Mike Powers kind of homage, and then their villain. These were really cool. Um, but yeah, it's nice to see them in the package. Yeah, the Lost Squadron, Baron Steel, Atomic Mike, um, Johnny Bullet, and Sergeant Slugger. Nice. And I may have shown this picture already. If I did, I'm sorry. Like I said, these kind of came in. I just noticed them last minute, and I noticed no one else was talking about them. So I thought I'd just, bring them up and show them on the show for anyone who's interested. Because right now there are what, three, four or five competing O-ring lines for our dollars, and they're all available. Once again, I also thought of some of these ones I'm going to show in a minute that the Kickstarter ended and they were done, but they have a pre-order store for all the other ones as well. But yeah, this Wraith, or was it? Yeah, Ninja Wraiths. They just look so cool, and both of them look awesome. Oh, and they also came out with their little figure stands as well. These are cool. I like the Atomic Mike and the Bullet Man. Yeah, they are cool. Still hoping Big Bad gets enough pre-orders to do 70 Afro Private Eye. Oh, is that right? They need to get a certain amount of pre-orders. I did not know that. So yeah, promote it. I guess share those links and get it out there. So next was Legends of the Hidden Force. This was like the ninja based one, and fun tip. It's Chad. He was saying that a lot of these are like the unproduced the last year of GI Joe, like Ninja Force. They're homages to that, and specifically, that guy that looks like Road Pig down there. There were a couple other ones as well, but it's a completely original story. But once again, Kickstarter ended on this, and they've opened a pre-order store though, so you could still order these. And the link is in the description below. But something really cool, just yesterday over on their YouTube channel, they did some factory samples unboxings. So you got to go check out that video. It's really good, man. So if you want to see the actual products in hand for Legends of the Hidden Force, go over to their YouTube video. The link is in the description. Check them out, man, because it's a really good. It's a quick view too. It's only a couple minutes long. Next up, we've got Call Sign Longbow. They've been one of the other O-ring lines, and equally looks great. These all look fantastic. Just wanted to say that they have a pre-order store open also. They've got that henchman, tracksuit henchman is like the best character in the whole line. Or the where's the other one? The Krasny ninja also just wild. Anyway, these guys are great. They've got a free comic book on their website. So if you go to Call Sign Longbow, you can check out the comic and get into the story now. And the pre-order store is open for these guys, I believe, now as well. So you can still order those. Next up, we've got Leonard Decor. I saw this on social media. They started their own Leonard Amazon store. And it looks like Leonard Amazon store, what I typed there. So that's exciting because, Leonard Decor has been greatly missing from U.S. retailers for a long time. Oz, how are you, buddy? So them having distribution through Amazon would be just wonderful. Now, the only problem is all I've seen on Amazon is the same stuff we've seen before, guys. this Ultimate Battle Pack, the Kong and the T-Rex, and this little bucket. I've seen these in stores for the last couple of years. What I'm really looking for is that core universe, those Mad Max trucks, the jet, the helicopter, all that stuff. Now, if they could get all of that distributed in the US, I would buy it all. And Amazon's a really convenient way to do it too, because then you don't have to go around and look for stores that are carrying it. So this is exciting news. I heard that there's a lot more coming, but like we've all heard in the past, sometimes like Leonard says it's coming and then it never shows up. So I know they've had some issues. So I'm really looking forward to them having nationwide distribution here in the US. Can't wait. Guys, this Aquaman stuff. This popped up. Now, this is Action Toy Now, was like the only person that I could find an image of it from. I don't know if it's not released yet. Other people said they had it, but we had some Aquaman 2 stuff popping up here and there. This is a set with Black Manta and a little Manta sub, and you can see it's a little one-man sub. Pretty cool pack. I thought it was on Amazon, and it was like $35. And I think I said, you know what, I'm going to hold off and wait because I learned my lesson with the Flash movie figures and vehicles and everything. They came out, they were pretty affordable though, like $30. But then they went clearance like a couple months after the movie bombed. So people were picking them up for like $10. I think it looks all right. I'd love to have it, but I can't find anything on this. Here is a listing I saw on Amazon. It's called the Aquaman DC Comics Volcanic Island Pack, Amazon exclusive. No picture. When you click the link, it gives you an error message, and that's all that we get from that. So I don't know if you know we're gonna see that. I like Aliens and Predators, but wish they stayed more uniform with scale on them. Yeah, you know what, Oz? I remember that, and they did kind of go all over the place with those, or they kind of split it between two different lines. Aquaman's boots. What's up with Aquaman's boots? Should I go back and take a look? Oh, yeah, his. Yeah, well, that tells you that he's got like a thigh or a knee swivel in there, so he's a little more articulated. So that's kind of cool. Um, so interesting, yeah. And Boba Hicks, you should listen to him. He says, forget to hit that like button, you mutter fudders." And Wild Star Studio, hi, how are you? I hope it's true that we'll be getting the entire selection of Leonard on Amazon, but I'm not counting on it. So far, almost nothing. Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. And the reports, the comments that they post saying that it's coming soon, it's coming soon. We hear that a lot, and then nothing seems to materialize. And like I said, I just hope that whatever issues they're having, they get them addressed and they get out to stores because people want these products. They advertise an entire line of new vehicles, and I think they even teased a Whispering Willie figure, like an updated one for 2020, and we never saw it. So I'm not really sure what happened there or what's going on with that company. Gojatron has a going, buddy. Hope my superpowers Manta could fit in that sub. If you look on the corner of the box there, it's looks a little tight. I don't know. Uh, yep, the Manta sub, bath time. It makes bath time fun. So, hope we get more aliens this year. I think they're done with the aliens and the Predator stuff, but I'm not sure. Um, yeah, his feet are turned in, and oh, they look cool and different. Yeah, they do. All right, so let's move on to So that's just the only listing I could find on Amazon. If anyone finds anything else, please send it to me. There's links in the description below. You can get in touch with me. I cannot find this thing. And then WildStar just confirming that Leonard does not have the rights to Alien or Predator, so we're not going to see any more of those toys. I think that's a done deal. PulseCon came and went, and here's what they advertised, or maybe it's not all of it, but you got the Revan and HK 2-pack. You've got this guy, Chopper, and that other guy. They're cool. I like them. If I see them in stores and they're not $19, maybe I'll pick them up. I already ordered the other Revan, but I really want the HK, and I'm probably going to go ahead and do it. I don't know if it sold out by now. Maybe it did. If it did, then oh well. That's kind of how I feel about the vintage collection right now. I've got a ton of Star Wars stuff, but uh, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? And oh, they were cheap fun. Yeah, all the cool Leonard stuff is being sold in Ireland. Yeah, Boba Hicks is hoarding it all. Uh, Highest still makes Aliens and Predator though. Yeah, and you know what? I picked up some of that Highest stuff on Amazon for really cheap, and it was pretty good. Yeah. Oh no, that's a shame. Oh well, I still mix them with my old Kenner ones. Yeah. Still on Big Bad for the 2 pack. So Pulse is sold out. You know what? I really want an HK Assassin droid. I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. I just kind of I don't know. MCR. Hey, how are you? So yeah, I got the clear Predator from Haya. Also, those stealth ones. Yeah, they had them on clearance on Amazon a couple months back. They were like $8 each or something. Really cool. So, sorry guys, I'm supposed to play this before the community contributions. All right, that's it. Community contributions, field reports from team members on the hunt, guys. If you got something cool out there, you find something awesome on the store shelves, let me know. Send it in. If you just want to show off your collection, send me pics. I'll feature them on the show. If as long as they're PG, I'm good. Don't be like BETARAYBOB, which we'll see in a couple minutes. And yeah, he cherry picks the vintage collection. Yeah, yeah. Power Force 2, man. I got buckets of them. John Ryder, there's a 4-foot Predator, and oh yeah, nice to see you too. Um, yeah, Power of the Force 2, man, has some really sweet figures. And yeah, oh, I love my Power of the Force 2 stuff. So, what do we got going on here? Speaking of Star Wars, Mr. Joe Ricondo, he sent this in a couple weeks ago, and I don't think I ever got to it, but he got the Mandalorian N1 Starfighter in. Looks pretty sweet. Here it is displayed. His words were it was overpriced for what he got. He felt that I think some of the pieces were a little flimsy. The stand didn't work great, but he got it anyway. But I think it looks pretty cool. Probably not something you have to have, but he got it. And thank you, Joe, for sending that in to us. I really appreciate it. Um, Infinity War Torn. He sent this in, but it was like a week ago, so I don't know if it's still live. But he saw this over on Big Bad. They had these Marvel Nick Fury 3.75-inch action figures back from the old Marvel 3 3/4 inch line for $12.99 new. They must have found some like new old stock or something. And he was saying, they make good if you want to head swap them. They make good army builders at $13 each. And here's what you got. It looks like it was some kind of promotional thing. It came in this box, but you get Nick Fury with this BFG. Comes with these other accessories, and it comes in this little box set. So that was over on Big Bad Toy Store. Um, don't know if it's still available, but thanks, Infinity War Torn, for sending that in. I appreciate your contributions. He also sent me this, and maybe if anyone in the chat could tell me about this. This was Captain Commando figures from this 52 Toys. He said they're rather pricey. I think they're like 30 something dollars each, but they look pretty cool. They're 4-inch figures. So Infinity War Torn, there he is. Hey, how's it going, buddy? It was either a convention or Marvel Unlimited promo. Yeah, and I guess they just have a bunch of stock on that, right? I don't know if they're still around, but cool. And thank you for sending that to me. Sorry I didn't get to it sooner. When I was a kid, family didn't have much money, but I asked for a GI Joe, and they said they'd get me one for Christmas. I opened it. It was very, and it was an empty box. I was a very special boy, and he was a GI Joe deserter. Jesus. Uh, just look, Nick Fury is still on Big Bad Toy Store. Okay, cool. Marvel Universe, that's a line that made me an addict. Oh yeah, those are awesome. I was out of collecting, but I did admire them on like because even when I was out of collecting, I still went down the toy aisle. But so I saw all of those like when like aisles were filled with them, and I would look through them and check them out. But I wasn't buying toys at the time, and I missed out on that whole era. So yeah, that was kind of UK. Amazon currently has TVC Navarro Cantina sets for 21, which gets you, yeah, I have that Navarro set. That's a pretty good price for it. 20 bucks is about what it probably should have been. Maybe 25. I think I paid way too much, but there was like a buy one get one free sale on like Hasbro Pulse or something, or it was like 50%. I forget what it was, but free shipping, some crap. They suckered me into buying one. Gojatron. I do not know 52 Toys was doing regular figures now. They do the Beast Box series. Oh, cool. Um, Just got a 2-pack of Captain Marvels for $8 at a semi-local place. Very nice. These are cool. Marvel Universe and Joe's 25th. Great time to collect. Yeah, and I missed it all. I remember seeing them on pegs and getting into them now. But Infinity War Torn, thank you for sending these in. That's a line that he's pretty excited about. I didn't know much about them, and unfortunately, I was kind of didn't have time to really look into these, but they're out there, and you can go check them out. So thank you, Infinity War Torn. Thank you very much. James Salzberg sent this one in just kind of as a reminder that these exist. But if you're into the 3 3/4 inch, this Fun School Giggles Army Jeep. Now, the one thing to be careful with these is don't overpay for them. These come from India, and there's a lot of people that will sell them on eBay or Macari or any of those sites, and you can get it, and it is pretty much a vamp without a gun. They got a little spare tire on the back, but typically this should be about $15 shipped, and I'm pretty sure that's what this listing was here. But Salzburg just reminded me I've got a whole set of them, and I think I have a set of boxed ones as well. There was a red one, police one, and then the green army jeep. So they're really cool if you just need parts, or if you just want to add them to your collection. But they should be under 20. So if you see them listed for like 30 or $40, don't buy them. Just wait a while because they always come around. And what happens is I guess someone buys up a bunch of them in India, sets them to ship to the US, and then they run out, and then they got to wait for more or something. But every once in a while, I'll see like not scammer ads, but ads where they're way more expensive. Um, Out doing B-Day stuff, but wanted to say hi. I'll catch the replay. Robert's Infinite Realms, happy birthday, and talk to you soon. And Bjorn saying you got a few of them at your shop. What do they price them at your shop there, Bjorn? I'm just curious. But yeah, if you want to pick these up, just search eBay and search Fun School Giggles Army Jeep, and they'll pop right up. But like I said, like I think I even bought one where it was all 3 Jeeps for like $35 or something shipped. So don't overpay for these, but they are out there and they are pretty cool. So thanks Salzburg for sending that in. Logic Blaster, I don't think he's watching, but guys, Logic Blaster is an awesome show. You should go check him out. He did a nice video on the mech, the same mech that I've got right here, the same mech we've been talking about. That's the Chat one, the same one that's coming out for the Acid and Beta sets. He did a really cool video, and he gave the Wilhelm Toy and Hobby channel a shout out while he did. So, shouting right back at you, Logic Blaster. Love your channel, guys. Go check out Logic Blaster. There's a link to his channel in the description below. He does videos on a variety of really cool toys, and I just love his channel. So, thank you, Logic Blaster. Then we've got Bjorn. He sent me these pics. These are pretty nice. This is that flying wing that we saw in the back of the Acid vs. Beta comic, or the fan art. You know, they had a little jet in the background, and I think this is a repainted or a Soldier Force version of that like flying wing vehicle. I don't think it's like a Morphosaur. I don't think it changes into anything else, but it's kind of cool for thing. And this is showing up on these HEB stores. I don't know where these are located, but he sent me that link, and I thought that was pretty cool. So thank you, Bjorn. And speaking of those jets, Beta Ray Bob doesn't know I took this from his Instagram, so thank you. I stole this. No, he posted these yesterday, and yeah, he got this cool $10 jet from Dollar General, and he converted it. Look at that. So that was pretty cool, and he gave us a little shout out there too. So to work with his Eagle Force figures, which I thought was awesome, and he was able to just I think take some decals that they provided with the trading cards and decal that up and make it his own. So that's really cool. So yeah, excellent. And then he decided to take his mech and turn it into a claw vehicle. So yeah, um, yep, Riot Forces. Yeah, so cool. He's gonna do a custom to make it match the claw here, right? And then somehow on his video, he kept touching this button specifically right here, and I was just a little concerned. He kept doing it over and over again. Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, it was just repeating. The video was looping, but it looked like he was just there for like half an hour. I just watched him doing it. What's wrong with me? I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Thank you so much, Beta Ray Bob. Appreciate it. Even though you didn't give me permission, I just stole those from your Instagram. So I'm busted. Thanks for sharing your hauls, everyone. I really appreciate it, guys. If you want to send pics in of your hauls or anything you've created, or better yet, come on the show and talk about them, you're always welcome. Just message me. All my information's in the description below. Guys, if there's any 1/18 scale toy lines that we don't really get into that you'd like to talk about, let's set something up and talk about it. And that's it for the news. Anyone have any comments or questions about anything we covered? Let me know. Um, Bjorn, might grab one of those flying wings for a custom. Yeah, I'm looking forward to them, and I'm looking really forward to the acid versus beta versions. I don't know if they'll be red and blue versions as well, so that'd be kind of cool. Um, it's like the rub sign on the G1 Scorponok. Yeah, I mistook the mech for a Tickle Me Elmo. And Gotron, it be his genuine pleasure. That's what he's here for. Uh, let's talk about Marauders Vietnam figures. Bjorn, yes, let's talk about them. Did you paint your LOL clubhouse today? No, I'm not painting it. I'm going to keep it the way it is. You owe Ray Bob NFT money. That's right. That is virtual money. That is just as good. Just sub to Logic Blaster. Thank you so much. Sorry, I came in late. Did you cover the Target Aquaman set that comes with the Sharkman? I did not see that. So if you have a link to that, I haven't been able to find anything Aquaman except for those two pictures that we saw, and that's the Black Manta and the sub. So haven't seen anything like that. So today's, the main topic of today's show was the Chicken Fried Toys Cow Brew figures. No, I have not, but I love to talk about them. And thank you so very much. I figured you'd be okay with it. That's why I did it. And I really like the pictures, and I liked what you did with them, so I wanted to share it with the community. So we are going to talk 1/18 scale play sets you can buy right now. So before we begin, just to preface this, I know that all of these classic toy lines have these iconic play sets, but it is something that's kind of absent in the modern toy market. We're not seeing them. I know there's some big projects going on with, they did Snake Mountain and they did the Cat's Lair. Those are not 1/18 scale, but for the 1/18 scale kind of community, we're not really seeing, play sets. So there's all these toy lines coming out, and I think the question we asked, like every single one of them, whether it's call sign Longbow or Delta 17, Eagle Force, are we getting a play set or even mini play sets? Because I know those are a lot easier to do, and no one's really doing them. And then even if we talk about like 6 inch, Valaverse Action Force is doing a vehicle now in 1/12 scale, but they're not doing any play sets. And I think someone even said, mini play sets like the Checkpoint Alpha or the Bivouac, or any one of those, the Cobra defense port or whatever it is. You know, those would be really cool. Play sets really do kind of make it. Star Wars used to have a bunch of great play sets. Those were fun to have. So we're left to use our imagination or our creativity. And I know some of these guys out there doing world building and other things are able to construct these massive, great, you know, um, play sets, dioramas, and things like that. But there are very few out there that are made for them. So that leads us, the community, to kind of go searching for things that are compatible. Uh, oh, before that, I'm sorry. I just want to derail the show for 1 second. Guys, if you haven't seen this, Action Robot Punch is primarily a G.I. Joe channel, mostly. Love the channel. He just did this really amazing video. Speaking of play sets, Super 7 teased this thing back on Comic Con, and it was this Cobra Mothership. And that is a vehicle and a play set. Um, he went ahead and did a video, I think it was yesterday or the day before, where he just for the fun of it just speculating. Now I just want to tell you guys, what you're about to see is not an actual product from Super 17. This is just Action Robot Punch. He just said, I wonder what this thing could be like, and then 3D modeled his own to kind of explore the possibilities. The guy's a genius. Check this out. He just did this in his spare time, just speculating what the inside of it could look like. He put little gun turrets, a little driver's seat, all this stuff here. And I only did a couple pictures because I don't want to ruin the video for you guys. I want you guys to see it. But, just on a whim, for shits and giggles, let's say, he just said, oh, let me just whip this up. I mean, come on, this guy's a genius, man. I was just so blown away by this video, his creativity, and his talent. I want you guys to all go check that video out when you're done here, because it's not the Super 7, which we haven't gotten any information on yet. It's just what he thinks it could be. So that was really cool. So as far as play sets go, um, Spin Master Batman has had a lot of great play sets over the last couple of years. So here's one. It's like a 3-in-1 Batcave play set that also turns into like this little cityscape. And these layers are removable. So you can take that sewer layer off, you can take that top layer off, and you can set them side by side. You can play with them in a bunch of different ways. And you can turn the whole thing around, and there's like a little back computer up top, a little Batman armor display, and then a little garage for the Batmobile. This one's $41.99 right now on Amazon. It's a cool playset. I have it, and I just have it set up with my figures. So I've gotten it much cheaper though. I think it was like $20 when I got mine. So that's one of the ones that you want to watch on Amazon or on eBay and just wait for it to come out. But here it is set up just on my bookshelf with a bunch of figures around, just so you can see. That bat symbol on the top lights up. It's got a little dumpster. It's a little undersized, but for 50 or $60, it might be a bit much, but for 20 or $30, it's kind of okay. But yeah, that's a place that you could buy that right now on Amazon. Yeah, $20 at Walmart. That's what I would say. Yeah, calling it 350 for the Super 7 ship. Hey, and then it's like someone like Action Robot Punch can make one just because he's just kind of curious to what it might look like. 4-inch Temple Guards and 3.7 size from the Emperor's episode of G.I. Joe American Hero. Yeah. And yeah, playsets are essential for world building. So, Jeff Morris, how are you? Reminds me of a TMNT playset. Yeah. So that's the Batman 3-in-1 Batcave, which you can pick up on Amazon right now. But I would watch the prices on that because it does go down in price. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I paid around $20 for it when I got it. This thing's been floating around ever since the movie came out. This was from the Batman. Now, this isn't really a playset altogether. It's kind of a, I don't know. It's a weird kind of playset because you get those cool diorama pieces, you get the turntable for the Bat Cycle, and then you get those stairs that just lead nowhere. They are cool if you're building a diorama or incorporating them, um, but they're cool pieces of themselves. But does it really count as a playset? I don't know. But 1993 is probably not the price I'd pay for these things. I've seen these prices go down as low as like $10, and I was able to pick one. I might even have multiples because I just thought those stairs and some of those accessories would be, worth it. Yeah, Scott saying he got it for $12 at Ross. Yeah, that particular Batcave is amazing. I'm not sure if you're talking about this one or the previous one, but they're both cool. I'm not saying this one's not, but this one's not really a whole cave. It's kind of like accessories. Stairways to Heaven. Yeah. Next, we've got. I mean, they just keep coming out with the bat caves. This thing's a beast. This thing's like 4 foot tall, or no, 3 feet tall. I don't know. It's just massive. 33 inches tall, so just about 3 feet. And for some reason, they decided it'd be a good idea if it transformed into a. Well, first, let's take a look. You got an elevator shaft. You've got a little jail. You got a little vehicle bay. You can work on your Batmobile. You've got some containment units there, some back computers, a little jail, and whatnot. A bunch of little accessories. But this thing transforms into a giant 33-inch tall Batman. You just kind of will sit in the corner of your room and he stares at you. I don't know. It's weird. This thing was like selling for $100. Um, Pretty cool playset on the playset side. The Batman thing I'm not really into. Um, but yeah, you know what? That could be an Eagle Mountain custom. You're right. Um, yeah, I thought it was going to be a mountain. Yeah, it's a weird thing. But I can imagine if you're a little kid and you have this in your room, and then it's time to clean up. You get this playset. You could kind of fold them up, and he's just kind of a Batman. We're adults, so we think about things differently. Um, but kind of cool. This thing's like $100 though. I wouldn't pay $100 for it. I think I found mine for like 30, and I picked it up, and I still haven't opened it. It's in the box in my garage. So you know, I believe one of the reasons why Batman sells so well is because the vehicles and playsets they have made over the years. Yeah, it's one of the reasons that. Let's talk about that for a minute because Spin Master Batman is probably one of my favorite lines or modern lines of the last year. Um, last couple of years because one, like I said, there's just so many things I know I repeat myself all the time, but they were kind of affordable, easily accessible, vehicles, accessories, play sets. It kind of had everything. It was like a complete line, and in a way, it just made me feel like a kid again because they were just so easy to come by and so cheap. And like I said, um, yeah, it's pretty big. One of my main points here, though, is that they always make bat caves. How often, in any of the cartoons or anything, are the villains like invading the? How often does the action happen in the bat cave? You know, these guys are usually having. There's a bank robbery, so that would be a cool play set. You know what I mean? Or an old factory, chemical warehouses, old toy factories, shipping docks, places like that, or the places where like most of the action happens. So that's why when I saw this next one, I got kind of excited. And that is the LOL Surprise Clubhouse. So this Surprise Clubhouse looked like shipping containers. And then it's got all these bright garish colors here and graffiti on the wall and stuff. Love the King Batman from the Flash line. Oh, cool. Are you going to build a 118 scale city someday, Mister? Yes, I am. I would love to if I could. That would be amazing. Would you rather have modular DIY buildings like constructs to make your own playset? Yeah, that's a cool idea. Um, the Wampa behind you looks like he's about to bust out some freaky dance moves. Yeah, he does all the time. Um, Not many other toy lines are making playsets, but Batman has consistently made cool toys for Batman. Batman sells, yeah. And if they made a villain's lair for the '60s Batman, when the rooms have to be diagonal, they did make one. McFarlane made one for the 6-inch figures, I believe, but like they're underscaled, so they kind of actually work for 4-inch. So I can't believe Shift in the Joker's lair playing games. Yes, we'll see that in a second. So anyway, it looked like shipping containers. I thought this would make an excellent Joker's kind of fun house where, he took over the docks and turned it into his personal fun land. And I think it kind of works, man. So I popped the sucker open. By the way, this was like $60. They're really expensive, this LOL surprise stuff. But it was 35 bucks, which is kind of like a lot for me. But you know what? I wanted to check it out anyway because I thought it might be cool. So, yeah, I gotta say the accessories that it came with all fit 1/18 scale very well. I don't think I have a picture of the LOL surprise figures, but they're like these really short. Maybe they are about 4 inches, but they have huge heads, big giant heads. Yeah, they're huge. So yeah, here's a picture of a pirate in a hammock. He's looking pretty comfy. Joker just screaming down to everyone there. Here's Batman. Oh no, Spider Man. We got a bunch of action going on down there. There's Loki and Shift. This is the part. Uh, yeah, sure thing, Paul. Let's hit the rewind button. Shift in the Joker's lair. Yeah, you know what? I was just reaching for figures. I wasn't really paying attention to who they were. Um, just trying to fill it out there. But yeah, they're stretching him over the foosball table. Here's Blue Beetle facing off against Firefly and Killer Moth. Um, Batman coming to the rescue, and just a lot going on there. But hey, I think this thing works pretty well. I know some of the comments I got were, to give it. So it comes with these chairs. That's a Leonard Core figure. That's an Indiana Jones retro figure. We got a O-ring Mortal Kombat figure there, playing the video game, which is a little short. Um, but if I think you see in the one here, yeah, I used one of those dollar store pallets to lift the foosball table up, and it kind of was a better height for them. And there's Loki totally cheating at foosball. Yep. And all the paper it came with was totally trash the joint. Yeah. Thank you, BETARAYBOB. I was checking this out, doing the work for the community. Uh, you know, Looked like it might work, and I'm glad it did. Sometimes you buy these and they don't really work. But then I would just give it to the grandkids or something. Oh man. Oh, glue a milk cap under the video game? Yeah, that would work. Ted Darklaw, how's it going, buddy? Just playing with my LOL fashion dolls here. So yeah, it even came with a beanbag chair, and that's a 4-inch Fortnite figure sitting in it, and he's sitting in it like perfectly. There's Crocmaster hanging out with. Are they playing the arcade one-up machines that are smaller? Yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. They none of those. All these accessories came with the set, but I know they sell those bigger machines, which are better for that. But yeah, Crocmaster sitting in that little gaming chair. He's working. Catwoman in the bed looks great. It even came with a cloth goods pillow and blanket. Hey man, I thought these were pretty great accessories for um, 35 bucks. It's actually a pretty good deal. Next, we have this thing I found on Amazon, and I did a video on this a while back. But there was a couple versions of this. This is like one of those generic toys. It's made by a bunch of different companies. This one was like $22. There's other ones listed that come with like different figures and different dinosaurs. It's the same building, but they're like $39. So just watch your pricing if you go check these out on Amazon. But this thing came out pretty nice. And it uses like a construction system. So if you were to buy several of these sets, you could expand on them. But this worked. Hey now, so this worked really well on the which one call it on the the 4-inch figure. So this worked really well for 1/18 scale. So here it is with you can see with Batman with the new 4-inch Marvel Epic Heroes. Worked pretty good. There it is with the X-Men 97 figures and the Sentinels. Pretty good look. It even works pretty good with the GI Joe figures. So the Vamp does go into the garage. Now you'd probably have to do something. It's too long, so it fits in on the sides, but the door won't close all the way because it's not deep enough. That's the only thing I would say there. Uh, Works awesome with Final Faction. I mean, this is great. That would make a nice little kind of. It could be like a weather research station. Hey, Chad, how's it going? Talking 118, huh? That's cool. Yeah, yeah, it is cool, man. And we were talking about your show earlier. The talk you had with the Roboskull guys, Skeletron, uh, prompted me to talk a lot about that on this show today because you like 118 stuff, so do I, and I like you. So it's Chad. So yeah, this works great. And if you wanted to jazz this up, and or I think Chad says he's going to tune it up a bit, added some weathering to this or some graffiti to that garage door or something. You could have a really good time enhancing this. This is just how it comes out of the box. So there are options out there, people. These are good starters. Some of these are really good starter sets to get you going. Obviously, you could build probably something out of foam or cardboard that's even nicer, but this one caught my eye. What do you think about this? It's a farmhouse, I know, but don't you think this could be like a saloon or, I mean, you could even turn it into a couple of things, but I know the dog is huge and the animals and figures are kind of out of scale with each other, but it comes with lights. Isn't that cool? And it's about $39. So, but yeah, these are 1/18 scale figures it comes with. So this is a pretty, yeah, it could be. I mean, there's so many things you can make it a hotel. You can make it a bunch of stuff. So, um, you don't say a world made of cardboard. You mostly build your stuff out of cardboard. Interesting. Hmm. Wouldn't have guessed it, but yeah. It could be an outpost in World War II over in France. It could be. It could be. So yeah, World War II, it could work. Um, I got that cat. Oh, the chat made Kids Connection Walmart launch base. Yes, you know what? And Chad, I just wanted to show you because I saw that. I already repainted my ship from it a while back there, and I haven't done anything with the gantry or anything. I love what you're going to do with it. Your plans for it. I was going to Thrift City, USA. Hey, how are you? Um, Is that a cow in the upstairs window? It is a cow indeed. Yes. And Jordan, hey. So yeah, the launch base is cool, and I'm going to show it in a couple slides, so we'll get a chance to look at it. You know what, guys? These are questions for Amazon. So here's another one here. This Kimmy Care barn set. Now this one it comes with 4-inch figures. Um, You're gonna make that shuttle. Oh, Cobra Stellar Stiletto Mark II. Nice, nice, nice. Yep, and the dog is as big as a cow. It absolutely is. Uh, this one, I actually in the reviews for the product, someone has a picture of the Mandalorian and Grogu sitting on the porch hanging out, and it actually scales better with 6-inch figures, but it does come with 4-inch stuff, so you could use it. It just has a really big door, but it does look more like that. Now you got a ton of these generic military sets as well, guys. So you got options here. I like this set because it comes with all that chain link fence. It's not the best stuff I've ever seen. It's a Chihuahua cow. Oh man, there's rubber armed 8-inch figures. Yep. Doing 50s era alien invasion scene, you're going to need a farmhouse. Absolutely. So, these come with some whack vehicles. The motorcycle's pretty cool. This little tank tread gun that the guy's like kind of hanging off of, it's just wild. I don't know what's up with it. These are a little small, the helicopter and the little Jeep, but you throw a little paint on them. You could use them as a base and add to them, do something else, but they're not bad. The fence and that door are probably the best parts of this set. The cow is very small, but the one over there is far away. Oh yeah, yeah. The tank tread gun, it's more of a drone. Yeah, I think so. More like a pack rat or something like that, like from GI Joe. Definitely. But I like these just for these base walls. Now, I think this one was a little expensive. Once again, when you're on Amazon, don't buy the first thing you see, unless, I mean, you don't care and the price is right for you. But a lot of times, if you shop around, you can find these, and especially during the holiday season. If you go to discount stores like Ross, Marshalls, or was it TJ Maxx, or any of those types of stores, they usually have holiday sets with a lot of toys just like this. And you could score them for pretty cheap because we're going to look at some of the click and play stuff later on. Um, but yeah, this thing's pretty sweet, man. This be a great starter for a set. Now the brown color is probably not perfect, but they do put molded details in here that really kind of pop if you do like a wash or some dry brushing on them. Make them look great. This is of course, the Acid versus Beta Chat Mini set. Comes with the mech, which Mechanic right here. We're going to be doing the mech custom contest coming up soon, guys. And we're just waiting for those other two versions to release so we could have the contest and people could use whichever one they want as a base. If anyone has seen these, I've been checking Dollar Generals pretty much every week since I found out about this, and I haven't seen them yet. So if anyone sees them, please send me the info. I'd love to get one. But yeah, and this is a nice little playset. Comes with it. Here it is in the box. But we've talked about this before. This Quonset hut, man, this thing is so cool. It's proportionately, it's like a little. I don't know, maybe that's pretty big. But that, what is that? The table there. Oh man, yeah. Want to see? I want that mech hanger set so bad. And Chad. I don't know if you saw, but we want to do a mech customizing contest with this mech or the blue one or the red one after they all come out, and I'd love to see what. I know you have one, and you're looking to tune it up, so I'd love to get you in on that too as well. So this thing, $89 seems like a high price for this. I remember this thing being more like 60. It's been out for quite some time, but that like relief map with the little tiny like ships and tanks and stuff like that, that's such a cool accessory. It's so awesome. And you get all these other accessories with it. 89 is a good price for it, but that's a pretty cool base. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm looking. That spider tank, man, for the Acid versus Beta line is it's. I can't wait for it to come out. That's like the biggest thing. So you see here, click and play. So this is more like less a play set than an accessory set, which you could kind of use as like scatter terrain around a play set. So you could set up these perimeter walls and that little ruins or whatever. Pretty cool. 39.99. I think you could get it cheaper. I'm telling you, just don't buy these like outright if you see them, unless you really want it. I'd shop around because I always see these cheaper. Oh, and look at this. I'm a repeating. Oh, World Made of Cardboard, you got to go. I'm just about to talk about your playset. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, World Made of Cardboard, guys. I was just gonna bring up that this thing's great for $20, man. I don't think you could beat this thing. This thing is great. If you go over to Super Awesome Geek Show, John over there, he did a review of this set. It's fantastic. I just think it's great. Uh, you better shop around. Yeah, this thing is great. You can't go wrong with it. $20, that's not bad for this. Joy Toy. Now I know BETARAYBOB sent me a bunch of these. So this is like modular. You can connect these to each other. So these are really cool. They're hyper detailed, but you can see the price kind of jumps up a little bit. $40 for this one. If you were to buy like all 6 sets, I guess it costs you a couple $100. But they are great. They look fantastic in toy photography. Here's a little meeting area. This is a little medical area. And like I said, these are modular, so they're great, but they are a premium product. And this is the Mech Depot. I think this is the one that he's using in a lot of his things too. So, um, so all right, I'll rush. Anyway, you go over to the Kid Connection aisle in Walmart. You got all these. Now, these probably aren't going to be good 1/18 scale playset right from the start, but these are good starters. You could cut this thing up because it's so inexpensive and use it as a base. Add some walls to it, add a little decor. Here's the nice one. This is the that rocket launch set that was only $20. I mean, it came with the rocket, which I got right here. Chad's got some exciting plans for it too. I've got some plans for it as I have like a half a GI Joe base, and I was actually going to attach this to the half that's broken and kind of merge them together and make this part of the base. It was going to be a rundown. I was going to use it for Retrograd, the enemy faction for Delta 17. You got these little cheapy guys, and like I said, these are all good. I mean, a kid could play with this just right off the bat, but you could use it as a starter and build onto it. Um, this was the Mermaid set. I know it's a little out there, but Scott, who's in the chat there, um, he sent us these pictures. He went over there, and Micro Man sits at the table. He fits in the bed, and he could sit right on that chair. So Dollhouse, you got ideas? Yeah, I think so. These are all good starters. This is not really a playset, but it just looked freaking cool. So this is like $20 at Walmart. And I just threw it in here just for the hell of it. But it's like unfolds into this giant mech, and it also holds all the other little fun robots. Totally cool. This is one that, guys, I saw this on. I'm gonna make myself real big here, though. So I saw this one. Someone posted this in one of the 1/18 scale toy rooms over on Facebook, and this is like a little food court. And a lot of the accessories and stuff do scale well with 1/18. He had a bunch of action figures. I think he had a bunch of Star Wars TVC figures hanging out at this food court. But it comes with like a little soda machine. I didn't have a chance to open it up yet. I've had it sitting here, but I'll be unpacking it and doing some pictures. I'll post them up on Instagram later today if you want to see what that looks like. But these are pretty cool. They make this one. This is a convenience food store, mini toy shop. There is also a toy store, a mini mart, a food court, and I think that was it. Anyway, these if don't pay like $30 or $40 for these. Um, yeah, I saw pictures, Thanoscopter on Facebook, and it scales pretty well. I mean, it's not perfect, but they're pretty good. Some of the accessories don't fit, but So Chad's cracking up. Uh, oh, oh, where the mug talk? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I missed that. I have the mini brand supermarket. Okay, cool. And World Media Cardboard was saying that he's made the robot into a playset. Very cool. I'd like to see that. I thought you always made them out of cardboard, huh? What happened to that? Anyway, this was the Buzz Lightyear set from Lightyear. So this is like a launch tower. This launch sled here fits that ship that everyone was converting for 6-inch figures. It actually fits that, and that figure is a 5-inch figure, or they 5.5. Anyway, I think you could use this for 1/18 scale, but you'd have to get it for a good price. But it could be useful. I don't have it. If anyone does have it, I'd love to see it. This thing, just so you know, I've seen repaints of it. It is not a playset, but for 650, it's on Amazon right now for 650. It's the 5-inch scale laser drill, and I've seen a bunch of people do repaints on these and make weapon emplacements, other things, and it's just you know. Chad's a simple guy. He needs world building 1/18 scale toys, my chips, a mug from Chad. Is it too much to ask? It really isn't. It really isn't. And I mean, ask would be something you would do before you, make eye contact with someone while eating all of their chips. No, I'm kidding, man. Love you. Uh, Brave Star Outpost vibes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been sitting on that Lightyear blaster to decide what I want to do with it. Yeah, 650, man. You can't beat it. Even if you just cut some of the pieces off and use them as greeblies for other things, that's $6.50 worth of sculpted plastic that you can do a lot with. So, if you're into diorama making or world building, pick one of those damn things up. Oh, here's the container set that we saw earlier. I didn't think at first I was going to get a chance to open it up and do a video on it. So, just there it is again. Uh, Works great for 1/18 scale. Love this thing. And guys, here's the part. Thanks for hanging out. A world made of cardboard. I was going to say, you don't have to go buy them. If you go over to a world made of cardboard, he has designed and made these 1/18 scale play sets absolutely free. It's just going to cost you some ink and some paper and an afternoon of having fun assembling them. So all the plans, everything, there's a link in the description below, and you could go to his channel and check him out. Um, Check these out. This is his final faction, or hero base. So there's all the wall units, and you can see he made himself a really nice base here. But you could have fun for free. This is all free. You got doorways there, and these actually slide up. The little yeah, just brilliant. And there's a little parking garage. So these are modular, so you can configure them in a bunch of different ways. You can make as little or as many as you like. But that's not all, because he also made a playset for aliens. And I'm sorry, that one got a little distorted. Aliens. Here's an alien pod chamber. Um, so yeah, go check out his Instagram, his YouTube. It's all the links are in the description below. World Made of Cardboard. He designed, made these, and put them out for the community for free. So thank you, World Made of Cardboard. I had a great time trying to build these myself. I screwed up a little bit, but he was nice when I sent him a picture of it. He said it looked okay. But yeah, this is a really awesome alien world. Guys, do you have any of these play sets? Have you customized them? Do you know of any other play sets that we missed? Comment below and let me know. Send me an Instagram message and let me know. Those are all the play sets I know of that you could go out and buy in stores now. These are the things that are accessible right now to us, and I know that Acid vs. Beta one's coming soon. Um, Let me know, guys. That's it. That's all the show I got for you. What do you guys think? Anything? Oh, he's working on a jet right now. Well, thank you. That's awesome. Are you going to put that out? Thanks for the shout out. No, thank you, man. You're providing a wonderful service to the community. Yeah, brilliant customizer for sure. Absolutely. And wow, John, I don't know what that is. Good show. Okay, great. Well, that's all I got for you guys. If you think of anything, guys, let me know. Chad, man, it was awesome seeing you here. And guys, I told you earlier, go check out that interview he did. Actually, he did two really awesome interviews last week. So you're gonna want to go check out both of those and continue to watch his show. So it's Chad, one of my favorite YouTubers ever, and an awesome person. World Made of Cardboard, also. Love you, brother. Guys, have a great day. Thank you. If you think of any cool play sets, if you guys customized any of these, if you want to get in on the mech contest, let me know. Stay tuned in. We'll be back next week. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Love you all.